Hey everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast, along with recurring guest from the What the Real Podcast, Austin Estrada. How are you, Austin?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So if you're watching this now, Austin and I did an Apple event 2020, spring 2021 coverage video live on the channel. So go find that if you're a fan of Apple and you want to know what some of the announcements that we were excited for. One of those things was a new season of Ted Lasso. So not only did they announce Ted Lasso, but they also released a teaser trailer for season two, which releases on July 23rd. I think you mentioned.
Yep, yep.
So if you're not familiar with Ted Lasso, it's a Jason Sudeikis show where he is a football coach that gets hired by a pro soccer, aka football, team in England, uh, and he is kind of being set up to fail, but he has such a good, positive, wholesome attitude that you can't help but to want him to succeed.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody's trying to tear him down, and he's just like,
yeah,
"Nope, I'm happy."
he won't let you. So season two was amazing. It's all available on Apple TV now if you have that service, which I highly recommend you do get it, even if you don't have it every month. You should get it every once in a while just for the some of the stuff, or like we talked on the video live. There's a family bundle for TV, music, health, news, data, which is about $30. So if you share some of that stuff with your family on the Apple Family Plan, I think it's how many? Do you know up to how many people you can have on that?
Six, I believe.
Six, which I think it's a really good deal because if you split that up, 6 ways, it comes out to $5, which is the price of just Apple TV.
Yep,
But you get all the other services.
yep.
And Apple TV does not have a super large quantity, like a big back library of stuff, but what they lack in quantity, they really make up for in quality of shows.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
So none of it is it's all made by them, or
mhm.
it's only their products. It's not. There's no back catalogs of like Netflix where you have
Yep.
different studios or anything. So it's pretty
Hmm.
nice.
Yeah, I think they did. Did they didn't acquire Peanuts recently?
Yep, yep.
I
They
think they
got all
acquired
those. That's
Peanuts,
the
all
that
the
was the
Peanuts.
first like back catalog things that
Yeah,
that they that they ever
but I
did.
think I
So
believe they still ended up sharing that with PBS because PBS is a pretty like Peanuts. The PBS depends on Peanuts pretty big during some of the holidays.
yeah, yeah. I think
Um,
the Thanksgiving holiday, a lot of
mhm.
people got really upset because that was kind of a
Yeah.
family tradition. So they
Yep.
Apple made a deal with them to allow them to show it for I think like 2 weeks or something like that.
Well, great. All right. Well, we're gonna watch the trailer, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we expect to see out of season two. I'm super excited because I haven't seen this. I think Austin watched the event live, so he's already seen the trailer. But I can just tell by looking at his face how excited he is for me to watch it. Uh, so hold on one second. Here we go. Hopefully, we can hear that whenever it starts playing. Oh.
Howdy, y'all.
Ted! What do you say to a cocktail, Coach Lasso?
Oh, the same thing I'd say to Diane Sawyer if she ever asked me out on a date. Yes, please.
Live from the dog track, it's Richmond with 8 straight ties.
How many more matches before you hit the panic button?
There's two buttons I never like hitting. That's panic and snooze. I don't care what our record is. It's all about believing that everything's going to work out in the end, exactly as it's supposed to. And isn't the idea of never give up one of them things we always talk about in sports? And shouldn't that apply to people too?
It's a beautiful metaphor for many of life's journeys.
The team's just a little unlucky, that's all. Maybe we should bring in a sports psychologist.
Brought you a little something for your first day of work.
I don't eat sugar.
Really? I've never met someone who doesn't eat sugar. Only heard about them. They all live in this godless place called Santa Monica. You got a fever for the flavored little girl talk, don't you?
This chap I've been seeing, John.
Stamos?
No, His name's John Wingsnight.
Like at a sports bar, like Monday night's wings night down at PJ Flats.
Would you please stop?
Rule number 1, even though it's called girl talk, sometimes it needs to be more like, girl, listen.
What's Ted doing?
Probably homesick. Closest thing he can find to a Dodge Ram.
Back home, if a team was playing poorly, we don't call them unlucky. What do we call them, Coach?
New York Jets.
Oh, burn. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. First thing I noticed, and obviously the whole cast is seems to be back, except for the and I mean it kind of makes sense. The what's his name? The really
The
popular
pretty boy.
player,
Cristiano Ronaldo player.
yeah, pretty much. But I noticed that some of the scenes where they're actually playing the game in season 1, I think they probably had a smaller budget, and they had to. It felt like they simulated a lot of those. Like they just found a team with this very similar kit. They shot really tight shots of the crowd. This one, it looks more like they actually have the players, like they're actually shooting some of those scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mean, I don't know if you
Well-
noticed that or if you agree.
Yeah, they definitely were playing like on the smaller stadium type. It looks like these are going to be larger full-size stadiums that they're kind of playing against larger teams. So that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
And we didn't really see in the first season, we didn't see almost any soccer until I think the very end.
Yeah,
All of it
towards
was
the
only
later episodes.
that you saw the practices, and that's about it. And then now to actually see some of the
Yeah.
actual games is pretty cool.
So this is what I'm talking about. Like before, we would not get it. Like I can tell Rojas is right here.
Yep.
In the shot.
Yep.
It doesn't seem like he's maybe just superimposed or something. So it looks like this is a real. Like it looks like they actually were able to find a smaller field, like you mentioned,
Yep.
and actually go shoot some of these scenes. So that's exciting because it means Apple has faith in this show, which I mean, I think it won a few Emmys, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
I know
5.
Sudeikis definitely won an Emmy because they give us that meme of him in a hoodie,
Yeah.
just kind of being everyone for every one of us. But I'm very excited. This show is really funny. I love the interviews with the reporters. And for those that, and I don't know if you know about this, but this actually spun out from a commercial that Sudeikis did as the coach.
Yeah, I think it was like from like it was quite a long time ago that they
Mhm.
did it, and that
I mean,
interesting that they made it into
yeah.
a TV show, and then I don't think Apple or anybody knew that this would kind of catch like
Yeah.
it has, and it just
It was like a second wave thing. Like everybody ran out of stuff to watch Netflix from being at home, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got an iPhone last year, and they gave me Apple TV for 12 months.
Yeah.
Let me check what's on there."
yeah
Because that was the reason I had Apple TV the first 12 months because my brother bought a new iPhone,
yeah
and it was a part of the promotion. I love this trio.
yes
Like they are so good at playing off of each other. Each one of them has their own their personality and stuff. So especially I forget his name, the new coach who used
Yep.
to be the trainee.
the towel boy,
Yeah,
water boy, yeah.
And as you can see behind them, this looks like their stadium got a little bit of an upgrade, which does make it seem more like this is one of those, something from the league from England, because they
Yep.
all have. Most teams, even the smaller ones, have really nice setups in their stadiums.
Yep.
Uh,
Even if it's a smaller stadium, they still have pretty nice dugouts and benches. So
Yeah, I wonder if they would have asked Ted Lasso and his team to join the Super League. Which, did you hear about that?
no,
You didn't know the Super
No.
League? Oh God, I don't know that we have time. We can talk after the show. Well, is there anything else on Ted Lasso other than I think we're both super excited?
yeah, just really excited. You know, and what's kind of cool is it's got some pretty good lessons and points in like real. And I think it was enjoyable for Christina as well because it's not really about soccer or anything
Right.
like that. It's about the people, and it focuses almost solely on the people. And then
Yeah.
hey, there's this soccer thing going on. So
Yeah.
that's I think why it hits so much.
I think like any good sitcom, it's about the characters and not so much the actual surroundings. Like The Office, they just happen to work at an office, and they even mentioned that at the end, right?
Yeah.
We just happen to work at an office, and you're doing this documentary. Same thing here. He just happens. Now, this one's a little bit more extraordinary circumstances
Yeah.
where a random football college coach gets to go to England to coach a team for a different sport.
Yeah, that
But
he has no knowledge of.
exactly. But I think it's his attitude that is infectious, and that was the big arc in season 1 as to like how can he win the team over, because he definitely is underqualified, and I hope the psychologist is a recurring character because I think she's the one that's not putting up with any of his
None of it.
stuff, right? She's not having it, so
I don't eat sugar.
So I'm very excited. All right. Well, thanks, Austin. Thanks for the continuous Apple coverage.
Yes.
You are definitely our Apple expert. So I'll call on you whenever we need to. To everyone watching the video, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of Ted Lasso Season 2, or if you watch anything else on Apple TV. What other shows are you watching? What should we be watching? Because I definitely haven't watched them all. I've only watched a few things, but what I have watched has been really good. And thanks for watching, everyone. Like, subscribe, share, and take care.